Welcome to the Redefine Podcast.
All right, happy Tuesday and happy podcast day to you. Welcome to the show if you are brand new. And of course, if you're an existing listener and or viewer, welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Today, I want to talk about Kevin Hart and his rise to meteoric success. Or actually, that's the wrong saying. It's his meteoric rise to success. And how it seems like he's been able to, to trace his success and his just continuing growing momentum in his career back to its roots. He was on a recent interview. He did a recent interview with Trevor Noah on Trevor's podcast called What Now? And there was a portion of the podcast where he was talking about, they were talking about his early career. And what really struck me about this was, and I didn't realize this because Kevin around in my mind Kevin has been around for a while, and he's just been hustling, he's been grinding, and he's been putting in the time, and that says a lot, of course, about his work ethic. But apparently early in his career, like a good chunk of his early career, the only things that he could get cast in were pretty much just cameo roles, right? These like 2-minute, 3-minute, 4-minute appearances in these movies, and for years that was all that he could get. That was all. Those were the only types of roles that he would get cast in. Despite this, I think he kept showing up. Right? He kept showing up. He kept showing up. So it's a lesson in consistency for sure. I mean, in the high achievement world, in the personal development world, and in the marketing and the business world, we know the importance of consistency and showing up. But beyond just showing up, right? Beyond just the sheer consistency to create momentum, the thing about Kevin is, Kevin always brought his best, right? Despite, the 2-minute, 3-minute appearance, despite like it was only a handful of lines, he would always bring his best to the table, his best effort. And that got me to thinking, okay, well, yeah, it is way more than just, so the lesson is it's consistency for sure, but it's also number 2, putting in your best effort every time you show up. And number 3, putting in your best effort regardless of how seemingly insignificant the particular task or the particular role might be. Because in the grand scheme of things, there is no such thing as insignificant, right? Other people would I think, mistakenly blow off a 2-minute, 3-minute role and just say, it's no big deal, it's just a cameo, whatever, I'll get to my next one. Maybe it'll be a bigger role. I'll get to my next one. Maybe it'll be a bigger role in my breakout. The reality is you got to do these cameo roles and these 1-liner, 2-liner bits, and that's what's going to build to your bigger career. And if you show up at your best every time, regardless of how, again, seemingly insignificant those roles might be, that's what people are going to notice, right? Not only will audiences notice it, but the casting directors and the producers will notice and see your talent shining in those 2 to 3 minutes. Right? But if you're not putting in your best effort because you think like, it's no big deal, it's just a small part, then it's never going to compound, right? In that particular instance. And I think this applies to really everything. When it comes to achievement, when it comes to whatever it is that you're trying to, whatever goal you're trying to manifest or create in your life, show up every day with your best effort. Right? Because there is no such thing as insignificant. There's no such thing as insignificant task, because every task that you put in every day counts towards compounding to build the momentum that you need to achieve the success you're trying to achieve. It's really as simple as that. But if you're just showing up just to show up, just to be there, then at the very best, your momentum is going to build much slower than it would had it not been if you had, as opposed to you putting in your best effort. Worst case scenario is that you won't build momentum at all, and that you'll just keep getting the same result. You'll plateau out, right? So yes, stay consistent. Absolutely. That's very, very important. Number 1. Number 2, put in your best effort. And number 3, there is no such thing as an insignificant task when it comes to the path of achieving your goal. Right? Everything counts. Everything is important. So show up with your best at all times. That's the message for today. I know it was a real quick one because I'm recording this on Memorial Day here in the U.S. So happy Memorial Day. This goes out to everybody that has served in the military. That's what this particular holiday in the U.S. is meant for those who have served and for those who have lost, who have paid the ultimate price in the service of their country. So shout out to all of you military folks out there who happen to be listening to this, and hope you have a great one. We'll catch you on Thursday with a fresh new one. So until then, be well, be safe. We'll see you in the next episode.